Google, Amazon, and Microsoft are just a few of the companies that have recently announced massive layoffs, affecting thousands of U.S. workers. They join a growing list of organizations cutting back on their workforce this year amid concerns of economic uncertainty, often making changes that are disruptive and painful, especially when these changes are not implemented by taking the right steps. Researchers at the University of Wisconsin and South Carolina found that downsizing a workforce by 1% leads to a 31% increase in voluntary turnover the next year. The message is clear. Layoffs sends the message that hard work and good performance does not guarantee an employee's job. Unfortunately, organizations find that while conducting a layoff is a difficult process, it is something they may have to face. So if your organization is facing the need to downsize, how can you go through it while keeping your company compliant? How can you do your best to soften the blow on employee engagement? And how can your HR partner prove to be an asset during this process? Here are some things your organization will need to consider during the layoff process. First, you will need to select the employees for the layoff by creating a system for determining who will stay and who will go. Several factors can be used, including seniority, performance, job classification, and skills. Your HR partner will be key during this process, doing the necessary research to help you avoid any potential claims in the future. Second, it is important to determine the severance packages and additional services you will provide. It is true, under federal law, employers are not obligated to provide the severance to lay off employees, but it may lessen the chance of any legal action. Some states, however, have specific criteria for required severance, so it is important to partner with HR to determine the requirement. Third, you will need to conduct the layoff session with the employee. During this session, reviewing the severance agreement with them and answering their questions before leaving the company is recommended. Sitting down with an employee who's about to be laid off will be difficult, but if you handle it professionally, it may reduce any potential anger and resentment. Be prepared for this meeting and ensure that all information has been collected and available to the employee. Offering to answer employees' questions over the next several weeks is also recommended. Finally, you should inform your remaining workforce of the layoffs. This will help to reduce any potential rumors. Many of the remaining employees have built strong friendships with the laid-off coworkers, and they will be anxious to know about their own future with the company. Honest communication between employer and employee is key to keeping employee morale, your productivity high, and it will prepare you better and your team to handle future challenges. As we have seen, while workforce reduction is a difficult process, there are steps your organization can take to ensure it is compliant with federal and state law. But most importantly, these steps show that you value your employees and are working hard to have sound business practices, which in turn builds trust within your workforce. HR is a valuable partner during this process, guiding, supporting, and implementing your plan so your organization can move into the future.